Welcome to One Man at a Time, the Kemen Show. Please like and subscribe to our channel.
The Kemen Show. We are strong together.
You by Kemen, Kemen, and we have our chairman there for Kemen, Mr. Anthony Kem now. Is my co-host for today's show, and today we're gonna be looking direct into boy child. That's our discussion for today. Is about boy child. We come here every Saturday. We talk about family focus and health show, and we pretty much look into the whole entire family, what's going in the family, be it the diseases, be it the social issues, be it men issues, be it women issues, be it children issues, and all the other issues that actually touches family as a whole. And here we are today, and today we're going to be talking about boy child. I welcome you all from over the world. Welcome to Diaspora Media Max Radio, and this is another beautiful Saturday, and this is Family Focus and Health Show presented to you by Kemen. Kemen is an organization in diaspora about men in diaspora. Wherever you are, check us out on Facebook, check us out on YouTube, check us out on our online. It's Kemen, and I let Anthony come now talk about the Kemen, because he's the president and the founder of Kemen. And Kemen, we are reaching one man at a time in diaspora, and we help each man one at a time in diaspora with issues that may be affecting men, with things that with little issue, men issues, with men things. We have men conference, we do men gatherings, we get together, talk, have a nyama choma, and talk, give advice, and encourage each other. The rest continues, because when we get together as men, even when the women get together, they do their own things, they encourage each other, and they build the society. So as men, we need to get together and actually build the society and continue to be where God appointed us to be, and take our roles as defined by God and as defined by society. Because the boy child, there is issues with the boy child of today, and there are so many issues with boy child going on today in the world. Doesn't matter whether you're in diaspora, doesn't matter whether you are in Africa, doesn't matter where you are in this world, doesn't matter the color of your skin, black, white, Asian. There are some similar issues that affect the men, because some issues are affecting men so bad that way that we need to talk about those issues. Welcome, Mr. Evan Kem now. I'm all the way from California. I think Mr. Kem now, you're all the way from St. Louis, Missouri. And welcome to the show, and I welcome all the viewers. Hi, St. Louis.
Oh my goodness, it's warm today. People are wearing t-shirts. I saw people showing off. Families are about the parties. Everybody's having I think everybody was waiting. So people with vaccine, people have been vaccinated, everything a good time. I'm excited. They show boy child. That's the reason why Kemen was founded. That's the reason radio is supportive of every family. I'm so excited about today's topic. Boy child. What's up? My name no. What's up? What's up? You're good.
Good. Welcome all our viewers. You can go on our App Store and download our app, radio app, DMMAX Radio, Diaspora Media Max Radio. You can like us on Facebook, and you can go to our website, www.diasporamediamax.com, where you can listen to us live. And also, you have your advertisement or commercials, the way you call them. You can bring them here. You have a business that focuses on diaspora people. That's your diaspora people is your target audience, and also all over the world. No matter where you are, North America, Gulf, or Mexico, or wherever you are in the world, we are reaching everyone in the world on diasporamediamax.com and also on DMMAX Radio app. So if you have a business, bring it here. We will advertise it for you, and we have reasonable prices for advertising for your business, especially if you are in diaspora. And also, if you're in Kenya, there's also good discount, special discount for you if you are in Kenya and you advertise and you wanna reach out the diaspora population. Welcome to Diaspora Media Max Show. This is a family focus and health show presented to you by Kemen. Okay, we're gonna go direct to the boy child. So what has affected the boy child? What's going on with the boy child? There's a lot of issues now coming up with the boy child. And I had a woman in Kiabu complaining that the boy child has failed on their issues and have taken over the boy child manenos. And actually, we have seen recently a protest in Lemuru, Kenya, where the women took the streets, and they said, you know what? The boy child has even failed in the bed. They are not even giving our children anymore. They are done. They are getting way too much alcohol. They are becoming way too much alcoholics. And if the issue even of bed is becoming a problem, what about the boy child, the man as the head of the household? What?
Well,
Mhm.
like they can do nothing,
Mhm.
and like, oh, they've been done what? Ati kunyolewe what nyeti. I don't know, like, this big issue, and I think is somebody says the system. Oh, they're
Mhm.
blaming. I don't understand why. I think it's responsibility. Have we failed on that responsibility? Are women getting better? Are we refusing to step in? So, are they playing a role on them?
Mhm.
Or are they messing up a boy child? So, I think is a I blame it on Beijing. I don't know what you feel about the Beijing. The Beijing some
The Beijing conference led by Hillary Clinton. Sorry to mention the names here. I can tell you the Beijing. But why you want to ask yourself why do these people went to Beijing? Because a boy child maybe they have already failed. That's why they're going to Beijing and saying, "Hey, we need equality. We need equality." But there's one thing I can tell people: doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what if you're an American, you are Canadian, you are Mexican, you are Kenyan, you are an Arab, you are Muslim, where you are a creed, your religion. There's one thing that will never change. A man in the house will never change his roles, his position. He is needed in a house, in a home, and in society. We have women CEOs, we have equality in our jobs, but when we come to the family unit, the roles must be clearly defined. These are the men roles, these are the women roles. Because if we don't stay in our position, in our own reign, we don't keep in track in our family units, we're going to have a lot of problems. And we have seen all these problems. Statistics are out there. You want equality and you want to have two women running the house? No offense. It's the same. It's a fine. If you want to return us a voucher, fine. But what's the statistics on the fatherless homes? When we have all these kids out with a lot of social issues, some of them even getting shot, some of them getting drugs, some of them getting in the way they quit school, they have all these social issues. They are becoming irresponsible citizens, irresponsible even adults, growing up as irresponsible uh, with no regard for life, with no respect, with no hope. Guess what they go to? I grew up in a fatherless home. All these fatherless homes are bringing up children who are getting in trouble because they have never had that father figure in their house. And our question today, not even in diaspora, even in Kenya, even in other countries, what happened to
I
the
have a
boy
question.
child? Hmm?
You said you grew up in a fatherless home. How come you ended up being this guy who was active, has a project?
No, I didn't. I didn't grow up in a fatherless home.
What happened to you?
No, I said I didn't grow up in a fatherless home.
Oh, okay.
But what asking the question was, why are we having single mothers? The rate of single mothers has gone way off the roof.
I
What
think it's
what happened to the boy child?
so because they feel like
Hmm?
men,
Hmm.
and in a point, I can give an example.
Hmm. Go ahead. Hmm.
Some money for a sister in Kenya.
Hmm.
Talked about it the other day, and I sent the money for a brother. I'm giving like a brother.
Hmm.
I will be responsible and like use that money to start a business. But a man will not be responsible to start that business. So I think,
No, it's not all men who are irresponsible, though. Hmm.
yeah, you
But
think we
but
already
hmm? What is this making a difference? Because you send a money to the woman. The woman will take the money and invest and take care good of kids, right? But I
right?
give my brother, let's say 10,000 Kenyan shillings today. By the time he gonna go drink, maybe half of the money, And 3 days later, I asked him, how was the business? How's the business going? He couldn't be telling me, oh, he couldn't be giving me stories after stories after stories of how difficult it is, but I give my sister 3,000 shillings. Here, she has a kiosk. Customers are lining up. She's selling burger. She's selling vegetables. She's selling this. She's doing so much better than the person I gave the money 4 times. And our question is, what happened to the boy child? Did the boy child become depressed? They start drinking themselves, or is it the influence in most of the of us in our society today? And what is it?
It's role model, lack of role model. Role model is available. They go to the other people. Say, for example, I'm educated. I'll hang around educated people, and kind of giving up. And the other day we had a discussion. We keep things to ourselves. We go through depression in the homes and the streets and the system, and then the system has made it difficult for a boy child to overcome things. You understand that?
How difficult has the system? How difficult has the system made it so difficult for the man to go through it, but not for a woman?
Because they used to hand out, like say in Kenya. Right now, men are used to hand out, and they want it easy. Most of them are, some of them are stealing, some of them don't want to work hard. And I gave you an example of sending money. A girl is working hard, and man doesn't want to work hard. They want to take that money to buy alcohol. So I think it's lack of role model, and also keeping things to themselves. Okay, and who do they see? Corruption.
No, let's go. You mentioned 3 points: lack of role model, corruption, alcoholism, and let's go point by point. Irresponsibility. Let's start with lack of role model, because that comes also with responsibility. So, what happened to the man being responsible for his own? And let's talk to the men, especially the men with homes, with children, with family. Especially the young men.
They're busy. They're very busy.
Doing what?
For example, I make it, like say for example in diaspora, some of them are truck drivers, okay? Some of them work so hard, they travel.
Yes,
some of them
work hard.
Guess what? They have children, they have a wife, they go for it. Guess what? They don't eat. They're gone. When they come home, there's a boy at home, they have a son, like I have a son. Who will advise that son? Okay? And we build stuff and we don't stability. Balancing. You go for a week, you come back home for the weekend, you take care of that boy. That boy will take 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months. They don't see you. Guess what? Who is raising? Mama is raising the boy. They see you like, oh, dad is gone. Who is there for an example? None. Mom is there for an example. Dad is gone. Okay? So we don't balance. We don't go work for a week. We come home for 3 days. Now we go 3 weeks. We come home for 2 days. Who are they going to be looking at? They're going to be looking at us.
I was listening to somebody who said that the boy child is born, raised by a woman. He goes to school. The teacher is a lady. She goes to even to the pediatrics. The nurse, the first person who they get to the door is a nurse. It's a lady. And they come home. It's mama. It's a lady. Right. And if we men, don't spend time with this boy child from when they are young, they are taking women as their role models. And we are failing right there. And actually somebody was even arguing that boy child, men need to spend more time with their male children, because it's becoming worse and worse and worse as days goes by. But one thing you mentioned is about business. You can be a salesman, you can be a truck driver, but that does not take responsibility out of your home, out of your position as a man in your household, because you can go for a week, you can go for Monday through Friday, or you can even go for a week. But when you come home, how much time do you spend with your male children? How much time do you even spend with your female children? Not only male. Actually, when we come here, we talk about children. It's all the children, be it the boy, be it the girl. Do you know? Especially the girls. The girls want to ask the daddy a lot of questions. They are curious. They're gonna be, and they trust their dad so much. They want to ask them questions. I have a 7-year-old and I have a 3-year-old, both daughters. They ask me women questions than my 5-year-old boy. They ask me a lot of questions. They want to know something. They want to know something. They want to know something. But what happens if I'm not? They go for a week, for 2 weeks. They don't have anyone to ask this question as a male in the family. What happens?
Then answer. And I have, all right, you're gone. And if you're at home, you go a week, or you balance your life, spend time with your children. Guess what? Daddy, daughter night. You go out, guess take her. You take her to a hotel, okay? To an expensive hotel. Daddy treats me right. Daddy back. If in the future, a boyfriend, and then the boyfriend takes to a cheap hotel, she'll be like, I got a man already. I got my dad. So the mind thinking will be different. You know why? Because you daughter right. By saying special, I can take you to the best things, I can buy you great things. That's my when you treat your children with dignity and respect and love them, you change their mindset on the future boyfriend, the future relationship, on the way they become. Another point. Okay, if you're gone for 3 weeks and are doing very well, most of them here, and I've seen, they go to school, they become nurses, they do whatever they are doing. Guess what? And this is you gone, you don't take care of your health. So many ladies are walking. Have you seen them on Facebook walking out and dancing? They dance, they're walking out. And I was telling my friend, what about if you're gone for a week, 3 weeks, 1 month, your wife become a nurse, hypothetically, to a hospital to work in a hospital. And then here comes a doctor with 6-pack.
What happens?
Smelling good. Okay? And you're gone. You don't take care of yourself. You have your kitambi, you have 2 packs, and then you is in the hospital looking at all these good-looking doctors. What you gonna do?
Domestic violence will start right there. So let's talk about why do we have a lot of domestic violence nowadays, and a boy child is becoming a victim or becoming a suspect. What's going on with a boy child, especially in diaspora, with domestic violence? What's going on?
Oh, it goes to lack of balancing and respect. The man is to be a listener. All parties, and I'm talking about in a relationship, can be listening to the other person. And it goes to that point before, people have become so busy, there's no time to relax. Okay? And there's no time to listen to the other person's grievances.
Listening, communication.
Okay, baby, what did you...
Ethan, you're cutting off. Your voice is cutting off now and then.
Okay, let me move closer. Can you hear me now better?
I can hear you better, yeah.
Okay, what I'll say is lack of communication and balancing. Say, for example, tell me, okay, what happened? You explain it. So a competition thing, people have become aggressive, people have become busy. They don't want to take that breather to take care of the kind of work up, breathing, and all those things. The techniques of taking a chill pill will help. And when people become, it's like a beer. Tindimod, remember that song? Tindimod, 1 bottle, 2nd bottle, the 3rd bottle, you tindimoja, tindimbili, tinditatu, akazoea. So when you're kidogo, small, become aggressive and bigger. You become a most important thing. And I think if people can take a step back, okay, why relationship? Why am I married? Why am
Good point.
What about if I'm aggressive? Why can I take back and listen to my wife? I listen to my girlfriend. So that people have become aggressive and they don't. It's about me. Nenye, and
Me, myself, and I. And this is one thing we're discussing on our shows, because we have other shows that talks about marriage issues and relationship issues. And this one thing we are fighting about, it's like how comes we are having all these domestic violence, and when we look on these domestic violence issues, the boy child sometimes actually the boy child has problems, major problems, and it looks as if there's way too much competition in the house. So why are we competing as a couple? And when we were getting married, we were in good relationship, we were much in love, we were talking, we are listening to each other, we are communicating. But what happened, we get to a point where the communication is dead, it's less and less, and the next thing we see is the boy child is taking a knife or a gun and shoot their wife or kill their wife. And we are like, how did they go from being in love to killing each other? Boy child, what's going on? Are you standing there? Are you standing there to take your responsibility as a man in a family? Because there's one point I'm gonna say here, and it's gonna sound very controversial. When a woman start taking care of the family and take over the role of the man, they don't see the need of a man in that family. They may be there, but they don't need to see your need. If you are just working doubles, you don't care about your children, you don't know what they eat, you don't know even how they do their homework, how they are doing in school, you don't know anything to do with your child. All you do is doubles, or you take a truck, you're a businessman, you're a salesman, you go home, you live there, you live for 2-3 weeks, you live for a month, and you come back home. You don't act as if you have a father figure there in that house, family. Your wife gonna be like, who am I? Why do I need this man? This just a pole. This just something that's meaningless. So have we lost our value, boy child? Have we lost our values in our families as a head of the household? Have we lost our responsibilities as fathers in our own homes? Because that's what's breaking our marriages, and that's what's breaking the family unit. And with that comes a lot of social issues that our kids will take. And guess what? They end up in alcoholism, with drugs, with social issues, being shot in the streets by police officers, and we get so angry. But all trace back to family unit. Did the father fail? Look at all these issues we are seeing here in everywhere in diaspora, everywhere in Kenya, in Kenyan diaspora. Look back at all those issues. What pattern do we find? These kids grew up in a fatherless home.
Right, and then man to say it's okay to be a single man. It's okay to be a single person. So it's a traditional mindset, but in a modern way of thinking. And I'm talking about it is in diaspora entirely. Woman that authority to do what the same job, same. So there's that lacking of an understanding of coming together and say, hey, we need each other. Because when you need each other, if you have a child, they want to see a mother and a father in that relationship. The beauty of bringing your son and your daughter in that relationship of a father and a mother, beauty. And it goes to make them better in school. It makes them aggressive goes down, and they become better citizens. So everybody's become busy and aggressive. Nyangu, it's mine. Oh, my bank account. There's no joint bank account. People it's your money. It's my money.
No way. It's not gonna work.
Buy whatever you want to buy. It's your money. It's not my money. Yangu. So that is my in the communities and the relationship. Everybody, I own this land. It's a competition thing. What about
what?
It's ours.
And let me say, Mr. Evercam, now is this: when we talk to men, and when I talk to men, and I want to talk to somebody who's gonna get married, one thing I tell them, ask them a question. And Rose baby, I know there are single mothers are watching us out there. Tell us where the boy child, the man, has failed the family unit. That's our discussion for today. What's going on with the boy child? Why is a man becoming less and less responsible in the society today, and how can we help them? Anyway, what I was talking about is if you are there, you're a young man, you're a young woman, you want to get married, and one thing you're going to have to understand is, are you ready for this marriage? Marriage is commitment and it's sacrifice. You're not going to get everything your way. That's fact number one. Fact number two, be ready. They're going to be ups and downs. How are you going to handle the ups and downs in this marriage? You as a boy child, are you a mama boy who going to go and tell your mother every single thing your wife is doing, or she's doing this, she's doing that, she's this, that? Or are you going to be a man, stand up and go to Kemen website or Kemen or call Mr. Anthony Come Now and ask Mr. Anthony Come Now, oh, I'm a newlywed, I've been, and my wife is, well, I've been going through this issue. No, don't even mention your wife. I have this kind of issues. Is it common with men? Are they common in a marriage? And the women are going to other women organizations, but there's one infamous one that just looks for divorce lawyers for somebody who takes their issues there. I hope Kemen is not that like that. So, and that's what we should do. Before you even get in these marriages, are we ready? Are you getting married to somebody because you made them pregnant? Are you out there as a young female, a young girl, or a young lady? Are you going there for what? Are you getting this marriage because you got pregnant, or for you have financial problems, or you have other social issue problems, or are you there going later because truly the people who are mature, who are ready to get into a relationship or in a marriage, they need to plan. And there's one thing we're going to plan about even before we get in a relationship. Money has become the devil in relationships and in family units. We are not in a marriage to compete against each other. And as I said, and I've been preaching this for a long time. You want to live a healthy life, a healthy marriage, a healthy relationship, put your money in a joint account and set a limit. If I go out today, I know my limit. I can't spend $200 or $300 without consulting my wife. Same thing. She cannot go out there and spend $200 or $300 without consulting me.
Good.
What is that you need that to go over $200 that you didn't need? Can we talk about it, both of us? Okay, we're gonna invest in this project. You come with your idea, I come with my idea. Whichever wins, we go for it. We fund it. But today is what people are. The boy child is competing with the wife, and the wife is competing with the boy child, and they are neglecting their children. They are neglecting the family unit, and they are competing on buying plots, brought maguta, all those plots. We have even people here in diaspora. Bama diaspora is one of us. They sell us good plots in the Nyuki. Good job, Anne Moy. And are you going to be competing to buy 10 plots from Anne Moy, Bama diaspora, and you're going to be doing doubles, and neglect your family? Or are you going to be together with your wife, boy child? Are you going to be, what are you competing for? Do you have a good balance between your life and your family life? Do you know even your children, what grade are they in? Some people don't even know what grade their children in. Did they do their homework today? How are they performing in school? What do they even eat? What's your favorite food? Do you even know how they sleep? What time they sleep and what time they wake up? Most of the men have no clue. And we give all that responsibility to a woman, and we expect the woman when we get in bed, we wanna be given everything we want when we get in bed after we don't even know anything to do with our children. Why do you have to bring more children so that you don't take care of? In this diaspora, money, put it in a joint account. Set a limit. How much are you gonna be using? You're gonna say, well, listen to each other. Communicate. Why do you want violence instead of communicating? Why do you want to hit that woman instead of talking to her nicely and tell her it's gonna be like this? We can agree on this. We are two grown-up people. We can agree on this thing. And if we cannot agree on this thing, then we can bring somebody who is neutral, and we can discuss about this. And one thing I'm also gonna tell you is, if you are men there in diaspora, Before you raise your voice to your wife, before you go do crazy things and listen to your family members, your brothers, your sisters, and your parents, can you go to a group of men who are responsible and ask them, is there any kind of issues like this in your families? And you're gonna get a good advice from real men. One thing I want to tell you: don't go to the men you drink with, alcohol with. I'm not against you about you drinking your alcohol. You can drink how much alcohol you want. I have friends who drink alcohol, but there's one thing I've never respected about alcohol. When you become alcoholic, there's nothing you're gonna do that's responsible in this world. You're gonna be an alcoholic and you're gonna be thinking like an alcoholic. There are several different of alcoholic people. They are working alcoholics. They deny they are not alcoholics. They are alcoholics who are technically alcoholics. They cannot function without drinking, and they have no responsibility for anybody. Mr. Anthony, come now. We have homeless people from Kenya, in diaspora, in the United States, in Boston, in Atlanta, in Washington, and most likely in Kansas City and St. Louis.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Kenyan people, Kenyan brothers, homeless. Reason of their problem, alcoholism. They came to this country with a student visa, a visiting visa. These people were working. They had a job at some point. And people are coming here to blame the system, sina makaratasi. Let me tell you one thing about people who says, I'm drinking myself to death because I don't have no papers. Where are you getting money to get papers, to buy alcohol? There are a lot of Mexicans come here and work in the farms. They don't have no papers. They are raising their children. They are doing good job. And you will come to Kemen. If you are out there and you think that, oh, I don't have papers, I can't get a job, I'm gonna be drinking myself to death. Come to Kemen.
We have people.
But yeah, we have people who can get you a job. Hata kama ni chini ya maji, kama chini ya meza, tuko. We are here.
So is it because of bad company? They came here, there's no hope, and there's no hope. And then it goes to what I said before. When in the moja tinimbili kati, you get addicted, and then you help. So there's help out here, and there's a gentleman. When I posted about have any issue, reach out to me. Somebody reached out to me last week, and I was able to help them. We have men who are willing to help, but you have to out and say, "Hey, I'm going through situation and difficulties." But a question to you, and maybe you can help me. They're here for a short time, 70 years, 80 years, but 60 years, say 50 years, we live in hell. Why? Why can't we sit down and say, enough of this hell? I'm 25, I'm 17, I want to live a good life. Why? How come we love chaos? And we're here for a short time.
Well, you're gonna become what you hang up with. And it's one thing I'm gonna say here, and listen to me. I'm not condemning everyone who drinks, but if your job, you are there, you are waiting for the new people coming to this country, especially the new people, and the first thing you give them is alcohol when they come new in this country. May God help you, because that's not the right way to take people. When people come to this country in the United States, in Canada, in Gulf, wherever they are, we as men, and I'm talking about the boy child, we are supposed to take them by hand, be the role models, and show them the way without any jealousy, without any problem that this person gonna come here and be more successful than me. Show them the way. You can show them the school way. You can show them the business way. You can show them how to get an employment, and you can show them how to be responsible in their lives. But if all you tell them is where is the party gonna be on a weekend, they drink from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're not helping them at all. And I'm gonna condemn these groups of men that are holding these drinking parties Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have been to Boston. I'm on your case. Boston, Jagger. I've been there in Boston, and whatever I saw in Boston, Mr. Anthony, come now. It's beyond sadness with our own Kenyan men in diaspora. You get in the fridge, The first thing you get in the fridge in Boston, most of the I went from Raw to Worcester to everywhere. You get into the fridge. The first thing to get you in Boston in the fridge is Henken, Moderna, Corona, all types of alcohol. And guess what? There are little children in those homes, boys and girls. And the first thing you open in the fridge is alcohol. And they drink from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Their children are looking at them. And guess what? Most of them have wives. They go get their DUI. They lose their job. And guess who's taking over? Their wives. And guess what? Is their wives going to feed them for that long? Take care of the child for that long? And guess what? That's why we're having marriage issues. Families are breaking down. Because if your father is an alcoholic in diaspora, and cannot take good care of you, one day even your kid gonna hate you as a boy child. Your kid gonna hate you, and you're gonna think your kids hate you. They're gonna hate you for real. You are here in this generation, and all you can do is drink yourself to death, and you have children. They're gonna like you. They're gonna hate you.
I'm thinking about what you just said. So the issue of alcohol is every year came.
It's everywhere.
So you see, when you open the fridge, my sons and your child, your daughter, they open is alcohol.
Yeah, it's alcohol.
Like this. What here? They say, I want to take this. So you're exposing your children to alcohol. That's a very good point. It's a very good point.
What are you doing to your kids? I'm going to say that the other thing, Mr. Anthony Kamna, we are shipping a lot of bodies to Kenya from alcoholism. And people don't want to talk about this. They want to go and write to the parents in Kenya and the people in the villages in Kenya, especially during the corona time. I shipped 3 of them. 3 alcohol-related issues. They're going to go and sugarcoat it's corona, it's this, it's that. No,
I thought corona is killing people this time. Is not a corona. Some of them alcohol.
I told you during the corona 2020, 2019 and 2020, I shipped 4 bodies to Kenya. Young men of my age. Cause of death, alcoholism-related issues. And you can sugarcoat it the way you want. It's alcoholism. I call a spade a spade. It's alcoholism. We have people in rehabs right now, Kenyans in rehab, alcoholic rehabs. And one thing I said, Mr. Kemen, is this. Before you call me for the next Harambee Cash App to raise funds to send somebody's body to Kenya, can you do me a very big favor? Can you call me 2 years before to raise money for this man to go to an alcoholic rehab? What good is it if I can you asking me for money to send this body to Kenya, but you did not call me to send this body to rehab before it died? What good is it?
What do you think happened? We raise money when somebody's dead, and we don't when they're still alive. Like
we don't want to help them with alcoholism when they are alive, but when they are dead, we want to go to cash. We're going to create 10 million cash apps to raise the money to ship their body home. What for? And I told people, count me out. I'm not doing cash app base for alcoholism to ship body to Kenya. If you call me to fund their money to go to rehab, and they're going to have to accept, I'm ready to get clean. I have no problem, 0 problem sharing your cash app with my friends, with Kenmen, people in Kenmen, with people, men everywhere. We have a brother who's addicted to alcoholism. He's ready to call it quit, and we have to help this brother to go to rehab because we want to save himself, his marriage, his family, his kids. He's ready to become a responsible man, and that's why we have men organization like Kenmen. I saw another one called Kemit. Kemit is another one I saw. It was created the other day. There are so many the other day to actually it's only men. And if we can join together and help the people who are ready to quit alcohol, we can take them rehab and reach out to people. If you are there as a man and you are ready to, you have an addiction problem, be it alcohol, be it drugs, whatever you're addicted to, and you're ready to change, reach out to men. Men will help you. But there's one thing we're not gonna do. We're not gonna give you money to go to rehab and waste our money and come out and the following day you are drunk. No, we're not gonna do that. But if you are there and you're ready to be helped as a boy child by men in diaspora, reach out to Kenmen, reach out to other Kemi, reach out to Kemi, reach out to other men's organization. We will help you. But one thing we need you to do is to be responsible family men. Not, and also if you don't have a family, you're not married, you have no kids, we want you to be a responsible citizen, helping yourself and helping others in society. Be a role model to others in society. And even for those who drinks, do not become alcoholic. Do not be a total drunk who doesn't know what's going on in the world. You doesn't know what's going on with your family. We want you. What good is it? I come from Kenya. I'm a very new person. I come to United Camp now. He's a family man, and all he does Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is back in his basement or in his backyard drinking alcohol and nyamachoma. Doesn't know anything about his children. Nothing. Zero. Zip. And the woman took over.
Think and take a step back and say what's really happened. And people is because of first, maybe we have people who literally wake up in the morning instead of taking tea, they take it's addiction. They need help. They need treatment, and those treatments are available. The only thing is that if somebody willing to give themselves for those help, willing to call, somebody to help you. We are available here, and also it's I don't know why it happens if you drink so much alcohol. When you sweat, you start smelling alcohol.
No. Let me get to the main point here because of time. So, how can we help this boy child to stop taking, to stop becoming alcoholic? Because it's not gonna be me and you, Mr. Cam. Now you have friends. You are out there. You have friends. You're out there. You see the way they are drinking. You're gonna have to tell them, my brother, slow down. Don't drink every day. Don't drink and drive. You have a family. Take care of your family, because I don't know other 10,000 men out there in the diaspora. The one in my circle, I'll tell them, take it easy. Stop drinking every day. If you want to drink over. Maybe you can drink over the weekend. Don't drink yourself out. Don't drive. Don't drink and drive. I'm not going to do a harabe for a drunk drive. If you are drunk drive and you out there, you drink drive, you go cause an accident, you are on your own. Most people in diaspora will not help you. Before you drink drive, call an Uber, call your friends. Do you know in the Kansas City in 2005 and 2006, Mr. Evan come now, my biggest job on Christmas Day and New Year's Eve is to take people to clubs and take them home safely.
Oh, you used to do that? Good for you.
That was my job on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day.
Wow.
That was my job, to take my friends who drinks around to clubs and from clubs. Take responsibility of your men around you.
Avoid the DUI.
Avoid the DUI and avoid deportation, because at that time they catch you in Johnson County, Kansas, drunk, 2 of them, 3 of them. No, the third one, you are home. You're deported. I know people from Kansas City who got deported on their third DUI with no accident whatsoever. But the judge told them, "I see you here for the third time. You are getting deported." I saw some people are posting out there. A lot of Kenyan men in diaspora are getting deported because of alcoholism or DUI. Seriously, you have a family, or not even a family. You came to this country. You're from Kenya. You came to look for green pastures here, and your parents get you back home because you're deported because of alcoholism, drunk driving, DUI. It's a shock and a shame to your parents and to the society and to all the people who looked upon you as a role model. You just crush them. You just crush that boy child, your neighbor, You may even know, as I come now, how many children are in your community, even here in diaspora in Kenya, are looking on you as a role model. They say, when you go home, they will visit home, they say, I would like to be like so and so. I would like to be like Evan Cam now. Huh? He's from my village. He made it. And people in this village can make it. And they always make it. And because I know so and so went to college in the United States. So and so went to college in Mexico. So and so went to college in Canada. So and so made it. Went to Jomo Kenyatta University, University of Nairobi, Maseno University. And when they come home, we see they drive good cars. They are living good life. You give the hope to those children in the village. You don't even know how much impact you may have on those children in the village growing up. But when you are drunk, you are changa drunk, you are just there, laying there in Amtaro somewhere.
Right. And I think before the show you go, take a step back and say, which thing that point? And I'm calling upon men and police to serious conversation. What's going on in your situation? And I think my point, as I almost closing here, is thinking about way out. Very there are so many help in the communities. Like in here, there are numbers you can call if you're going through alcohol. And if we have like Kemen and other men organization. There's Alex, who has a big organization in Kenya helping kids know how it. There's DMX here. You can reach out to the founder, who is a very good leader. It's me here. So you can start thinking about it and say, man, Obama made it. I can make it. If Obama is still married with Michelle, how did they do it? So we can have that conversation and change it. And my prayer is, from today, let's have the positive thinking. My thinking as a Christian or somebody who believes that you can change your life, you can change your marriage.
Yes, you can change. We have seen drunk people change their life completely.
Yes. Positive thinking will make us change. Have a conversation with your wife, in your relationship, your girlfriend. Be nice. Treat your daughter right. Treat your son right. Be an example. Remove those alcohol out of the fridge. Hide them under the bed or whatever.
Yes. Hide the alcohol from the children too.
Smoothie. You're like, my daddy's drinking smoothie. I want to be like daddy. So they see that. So we can things slowly. My last comment, and I leave it for you. If we are working so much, balance life, come home, spend time with your wife. Say, you look great. Oh, Hadi, you are the greatest Hadi. Son, hey, son, you are great. You're going to be better in school. And I remember when you tell your child, your son, they'll be great, they will think about that. But if you start calling foolish, that's some of the reason why we have trouble in boy child. The things we
instill. Stop those words.
So we have to change it around. Let's change it around. Let's be nice people. If you can afford 30 roses, buy one. If you can, big hotel, start slowly. Cook nyama in the house. Cook skuma change it around and have positive thinking. And I think it's gonna trickle around to our community. We'll start realizing who is in trouble. Let's start that. That's my last comment for the night.
Okay, one thing I tell people here is that if you are there, you have a job, you are becoming addicted as a child, there's something called Employee Assistance Program. It's called EAP. You call that number, you tell them what's your problem, they're going to give you a leave of absence. Nobody's going to know except your manager what happened to you. Those are not grounds for retaliation. And you're gonna be assisted. They want to help you. It's free. It's called Employee Assistance Program. They even have they have now those alcoholics rehabs and detox rehabs. No matter what you are addicted to, they'll be helping you. But take advantage of that. Don't be shy. Don't be scared, because you're gonna make your life better and better and better. And we are not here condemning alcoholism or other kind of substance abuse. We are here to talk to boy child, and we want you to get help. And one thing I want the men to do, me a favor, a big favor and favor to society. Talk to your fellow men. Talk to them. Because they don't have anybody else. If my friend is here, is struggling with alcoholism, if I don't talk to them, who else will I talk to them? Who else? They know me, I know them, they trust me, I trust them. So how are they gonna get to other men for help? How are we gonna tell them go to employee assistance program? You don't have a job. How are we gonna get to Kemen? How are we gonna get to Kemid? How are we gonna get to other men organization to get help? Talk to your fellow men next to you, who you think, you see they are struggling with alcoholism. You see not only alcoholism, they are struggling with other issues. They are working, doubles. They are never home. He asked him, brother, you need to spend time with your wife and children. You need to take off a vacation for yourself. Go, take a vacation. Think straight. You know there are so many men, especially young men, single men. You go to their jobs, their PTO is over 2,000 hours, never claimed, never taken a single vacation. Why? They want to build that plot in Mosaica or whatever, or Kiresho or whatever they want to build the plot. My friend, man, take time. Think about your life. Some people are dropping dead in nursing home and hospital hallways and come now. They have stressed their bodies, working doubles, trying to achieve something. My friend, all those wealth you're trying to accumulate and neglecting your body, boy child, let me tell you one thing. You're going to leave it in this world. The other thing you're going to talk to you is about men health. I still have some minutes. Men health. There are people who have insurance methods that they come now. Job insurance. Mm-hmm. Ask them when was the last time they went for a basic physicals. The last time they went for a basic physicals is when they got the job. 5 years, never went for physicals. You know, in the diaspora, especially we go with age. You hit 50 years, you need a colonoscopy. You go for blood work. You do your labs. If you have any problems, they're gonna be identified there. Some of the people even have vision insurance, dental insurance. They smile, you run away, but they have dental insurance. They don't even use it. Some of them cannot get a woman in their life. Their problem, dental. Do you want to wait until you are not able to walk so that you can take you to the hospital and you have an insurance? You never even go to a basic medical checkup? When was the last time as a man out there? How do you take care of yourself? Why are you letting the stress take over your life? Don't take out stress with working double and going home and take a bottle of alcohol. That's not relieving stress. No. You want to relieve stress? Go to men organizations. Go hang out with other men, responsible men. I'm not talking about another alcoholic man. I'm talking about other responsible men. Somebody who can take you by hand, somebody who can give you a word of advice. Do you know how much information and how much help I've received from my fellow men? I have got ideas from my men that has changed my life until today. How I ended up in a nursing school, Mr. Anthony Cam now, it was an advice from a man, my friend I walked into, and I told me ABCD. As a man today in society, no matter where you are, especially in diaspora, what are you offering young men? Are you offering them good advice? Giving them ideas for business, going to school, making their life away in their life, no matter how things seem stressed? They don't have papers. Are you telling them how to get papers? Are you guiding them the right direction? Or you're gonna have men say, "Oh, I don't have papers. That's why I'm so stressed. I'm depressed. That's why I'm addicted to substance abuse." How can you help these men? And if you cannot, reach out to other men. I may have a kibarua for a day, and then the camera may have a kibarua for a day. Somebody may have a kibarua. Moshafa can have a kibarua for a day. You came to this country and you don't have papers. But guess what? There are people who can buy you alcohol, but they cannot show you how to get money to support yourself, get a small job, or get ideas to go even to school and support yourself. And as a man, I'm kindly requesting you, especially in diaspora, take a fellow man and be a role model. Show them the way. In Kenya, wherever you are, you have made it in life. Go back to your village, look for that young man, be a role model. Have even 5, have even 10, if you can. Be a role model and teach them. And what are we going to do for all our people who are becoming alcoholics? Let's give them hope. Where is men? If we are going to people who are in their 20s and their 30s and they have a family and their wives are picking twigs and protesting in Muru, Kenya, in Kiambu County, that their men cannot even give them children in bed, they have become alcoholics, and that's dangerous. And we have people who are technically men who have neglected their families. If you are men out there and you call yourself a man and you have a baby in this world, try all you can to provide for your baby. You don't get a job, your wife is working, stay home. If you have to stay home with your child, be a role model for that child. You may not give that child a toy, a good toy, money, or any the luxury they want, but there's one thing you can give them: hope, faith. They can grow up, become responsible citizens. Be there for them, guide them, show them the way. You don't have to give them money or luxury. Show them the way. And they will say, my daddy, when they grow up, my daddy told me this and this when I was growing up. My daddy was there for, we didn't have anything much, but my daddy stood there for me and made sure that I'm okay. I'm not being bullied in school. I'm not going to, when I get bullied, I talk to my daddy. If something is wrong, I talk to my daddy. Something's wrong, right? I talk to my daddy.
Yeah.
And your daddy is there to support you. Men, let's support our children. Men, let's be responsible for our own, even our own fellow men. Because if I know somebody in my neighborhood right now, and then come now, is going to drink themselves to death, and I'm waiting to send a text message to come now when they are dead, we need the money to take his body home. No, tell us now. We need money to take our brother to a rehab. He needs help. My brother really need help. We're going to help you. We're going to be out there to help you. And one thing I'm going to tell us, I say, if somebody comes to men asking for help and he's real and genuine, let's help them. Let's show them the way. Let's give them a job. They come to this country with no papers. Yeah, let's take them by hata sisi tulikuja bila makaratasi. Tulionyeshwa na men how to get them to kapata. Why were we neglecting our own men? And then this on my crossing point, men in diaspora, get together, advise each other, grow each other. Whatever you do, you can help people. There are people who are in stock trading. I have met several of them. They have told me how to do it. I haven't made millions. I haven't made a lot of money, but guess what? I have made some good money. That's just one avenue. There are men who have other businesses. They're in trucking businesses. They are men. It's not all of us are going to fit in schools. Most of us can in business. Help your fellow men. Get together. When you go for nyamachoma and even those who drinks, when you go for that beer, are you talking about things to grow each other as a man, advising them on how to grow each other? Or are we just talking about where you're going to go drink next? Advise each other. Give each other ideas. Let's help each other. Men in diaspora, men in Kenya, everywhere. Let's start up. Let's help our boy child. Let's start up together. And guess what? We're going to go far. When I have business ideas, when I have ideas, let me not hold them hostage and thinking that my other fellow men going to become more successful than me. Before you get that idea of that business, somebody else was in it. And you are doing fine. You are doing well. I tell people, you go out to your city, there are like 10 different types of supermarkets. They are still selling things. They are still selling their products. They're still making their money. There are like 1 million matatus in Kenya. They're still making their money. There are a million Ubers in Kenya. There is a million people who are drivers here in diaspora in Kenya. Why not tell that young man who has no direction about the business or school how to get there? The people are coming here with green cards. Mr. Ethan, come now. They're not going to school. They're not going in a business. So why are we not taking this men? Men, let's hold each other hand and lift it up each other, especially here in diaspora. Let's lift each other. Let's get to those men organizations. Kenmen, Kelmid, everyone, or sick of them. Let's help each other. Look at women organizations. They are very successful, most of them.
And we
Are
have
not successful. Why? Most of them are uplifting each other. Men, what I need to see, let's get together. Let's help each other. Let's start in unity. And guess what? We'll go far together and we take care of each other. And guess what? Be your brother's keeper out there, my fellow men. Be your brother's keeper out there. When they are struggling, don't condemn them. Don't look at them negatively. Ask them, how can I help you to make this situation much better for you? And we go there with that attitude. We're gonna help each other. And guess what? Our family unit's gonna start up there, and we're gonna have healthy marriages, healthy relationships, and healthy societies. And with that, that's what's my closing argument. That's what's my closing statement. And thank you all for watching this Family Focus and Health Show on platform of Diaspora Media Max. I'm Alex Maina, and my co-host here, and then come now. And until next Saturday, goodbye.
Welcome to One Man at a Time, The Kemen Show. Please like and subscribe to our channel.
The Kemen Show. We are strong together.